Feminism needs myths. It needs stories that are fictitious, often as not, but necessary to convince its acolytes as to the truth of its cause. Because make no mistake about it, feminism is in essence a religion. The second myth that we're going to be talking about today is the famous 1 in 4 myth. The 1 in 4 myth is very simple. 1 in 4 women will be raped while they are in college in the United States. Now, just prima facie, that number sounds absolutely insane. If we think about what rape entails, using force to non-consensually penetrate a person, 1 in 4 will be raped during their time in college? That might seem more reasonable if we were talking about some lawless prison of some sort, some maximum security penitentiary where all the prisoners were busy, attacking one another, and the warden and the guards just looked on placidly. But that does not make any sense whatsoever insofar as an American college campus. I mean, have you ever even seen an American college campus? I mean, it's not exactly San Quentin, But that's the myth. 1 in 4 will be raped. 1 in 4, 1 in 4. The President of the United States himself, Barack Obama, he said it on live TV. It has to be true. Isn't it true? Of course it's not true. It's a myth. It's bullshit. And it all comes from a study made by the American Association of American Universities back in 2015. Now this study, which I've linked in the description below, was an online survey. A few thousand people were contacted, and of the respondents, who were, I think it was about a quarter, about 27% or something like that, the results were based on the information reported by that segment of by the respondents of the survey, this online survey. Now, an online survey, of course, is a terrible way to do a survey for a variety of reasons. Number one, an online survey, by definition, is only reaching out to certain people, certain demographics who have access to the internet. Number one. Number two, the people who tend to respond to such surveys are self-selected because they are interested in the particular topic. More likely than not, they will be victims of whatever is being surveyed. So, of the people who surveyed, even the people who made the survey acknowledged that more likely than not, the people who answered were victims of some sort of sexual assault of some sort or other. And here comes the key issue. The statistic says 1 in 4. The actual number was 23.5% of the respondents, of those who responded, said that they had been the victim of some sort of sexual assault, not rape. But when you dig deeper into that number and what the definition of sexual assault, it covers pretty much everything. It covers, for instance, unwanted sexual touching. Now, you cannot tell me, nobody can tell me, nobody can with a straight face say that, touching somebody's side boob in an unwanted way is the same as forcible rape. Nobody in their right mind would ever make such a comparison or ever say that the two are the same. They are certainly not, and yet that is what this survey implies. Or let me rephrase that. That is how the media and feminism have characterized this study. That any and all, no matter how minor the sexual touching is involved, that is the equivalent of rape. The dividing line between rape and sexual assault is blurred, and the category of sexual assault is further blurred to include just about everything. Even the people who made the study said that it would be very easy to take the study and twist around the findings and come up with findings that were simply not supported by the evidence. And keep in mind, the evidence in this case is a self-reported survey of self-selected people. An online survey, it means nothing. And as the makers of the survey themselves said, the people who would respond to this survey more likely than not had some sort of involvement or experience with sexual assault. The other, approximately 2/3 of the people who did not respond, more likely than not, they had nothing to do with any kind of sexual assault on campus and so decided to pass on the survey. Yeah. Now, of course, we can't actually know this. We can only surmise it. The study in and of itself is, for all intents and purposes, worthless. Statistics that are useful are the US Justice Department surveys. Now, those surveys are much more direct and they involve evidence and actual reports and findings. From their reports, in which I'm including the link below, about 1 in 50 women will be raped while they are on campus. Now that 2% figure for women who will be at 4-year residential colleges, now that's pretty bad. 1 in 50 women will be raped during the 4 years they are in university. Nobody wants that figure to be 1 in 50. We would all prefer it to be 0, but that's not the point. The point is, the reality is one thing, 1 in 50. That is a tragedy, but that is the reality. It is not 1 in 4. Feminists need the myth for it to be 1 in 4. They need it for a variety of reasons, as I explained before in the previous video. They need it for funding. They need it for political power. And the funny thing is, they don't want to solve this problem. If they solve this problem of this alleged 25% rate of rape on campus, they would end their reason for being. They need victims. That's the point I'm trying to make. Feminism needs victims. The more the merrier. And that's what they do with these myths. They create a victim culture, a victim mentality. 1 in 4, they claim, will be a victim of rape. And only the great bosom of feminism can protect and succor you through this trauma. This trauma that will lead you to the light and the golden path of feminism. Feminism, like all great religions, needs a myth. This is one of them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.